Top 4, top 4, top 4. Yeah! This week sponsored by INM. Jimmy the Swan came to life this past year in the series of animated shorts. We were asked to create a fantasy nail art tip that has at least one movable component. The animated portion must be INM related. We can use any mediums with the exception of embellishments. For my piece, there are so many movable components that I think we should just get into it right away. So are you ready? Here we go! Super speed! This is my sketch. I drew inspiration from one of the episodes. I knew I wanted a swan on my nail. So now that we have a rough idea of what we're gonna do, let's see what happens. So let's get started. First you'll need some wires, a drill, some cut-up straws, and of course some tools. I started with bending the wire to the shape I want. This step is crucial to achieve the crank. All done. Now, I'm going to map out the base of the crank to ensure I have enough space to work with. Then using acrylics, I'm basically going to make a box where the crank is going to be. Here you can see me drilling the holes into my straws. After threading the straws through, you put the straws into the holes and whoo, look, cranky crank. I'm using the actual nail as a part of my background. So I wanted the background to be a little mystical and majestic because, you know, swans are like that. And so I found this image on Google and there you go. Using tin foil as the base, I begin to cover it with black acrylic as the body. Here you can see me starting to sculpt the wings. I wanted to make sure that this was the focal point of my whole entire piece, so I built the wings feather by feather. Near the top, I sculpted the feathers individually so they look more distinctive and detached. To accentuate the details, I sponged on some chrome polish. I absolutely love how it just shows the details so much more. Alright, here comes the first moving component. Wrapping a wire around my brush, I made a spring. Then I attach to the body where the wing is going to be and secure it on both ends. So much fun! Now we move on to the neck. I used the wire to help me figure out what shape I wanted the neck to be. Then I cover it with acrylics with constant reference to the picture. And you know a mystical swan is not mystical until you get sparkles sprinkled on you. Here you can see me sculpting out some surroundings for the swan, like grass and cattails and all those fun things. For the cattails, I wrapped some tin foils on the top of the wires and covered them with white acrylic. Then I used blocking powder and gel polish to finish up the whole entire look. These are the cutest. After attaching the nail tip to the second straw, I decided that I want the first ripple straw to go up and down. The ripples are inspired by the episode where Jimmy comes in on a boat. With the ripples going different directions, the swan is going to look like it's traveling. Now moving on to sculpting America's #1 top coat. Using a pump bottle as my mold, I put hard gel all over to get the shape. Then I attach it to the base and color it white using gel polish. Here you can see me using black acrylic to frame the box. Then, using acrylic paint, I'm going to start painting on the Out the Door logo on the famous top coat. And we are done. Then you seal it off and try to have fun. Look at this twisty twist. Just for fun, I added in some lighting attached to some optical wires and it looks like a nightlight. I love it. Well, I hope you enjoyed my piece. And guys, remember to vote. I need you. We need to go to top 3, guys. Thank you.